What go on, my people, what go on? Wanna deal with. See who just text me all of them. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Me go dark still, you know. Me nah go stay up on camera. Here, here, peeps. I'm going to go dark. I'm not gonna stay on camera. Right. So the PMP has brought their silence. So we're gonna talk about it. Ooh. Okay. You attacked me at school. Oh, okay, there it is. Because the first time we ever met, you accused me of stealing your mom's wallet. I was already the yeah, man. With no friends. So the PMP has brought their silence, and we're gonna talk about it. Furthermore, I'm gonna start keeping an eye on. I'm gonna start keeping an eye on the US dollar and the Canadian. I saw Britain want to go up $216. May I start keep an eye on the economic side of things. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Welcome everybody, welcome on TikTok. Welcome on YouTube. How you guys doing? Wagwan blessed child, me see in a place. Audrey Garden, big up yourself. Oh, my next phone now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to read the article, you know. But before I read the article, there is a video where somebody sent me. You guys know Young P? Do you guys know Young P? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys know Young P? Wanna know that you there? Well, he put out something.
Albeit going to backfire on Daryl thus saith the Lord thy God. Sickness coming to Desmond McKenzie and Daryl thus saith the Lord thy God. Too much Obia working to win election.
Look for me big lips now! One young thing! And that I mean, give God the glory and give God the praise for great thing He has done for us in the mighty name of Jesus.
Thank you for the heart, sweetie. Thank you for the heart.
Just remember that CVM come after me. TVJ come after me.
I never know say CVM come after Young P. Who don't know Young P? If you don't know Young P, put that one in the chat. If you don't know Young P, the Young Prophet. You don't know him?
Today's challenge is about
you don't know Young P? Young P Ministries. You don't know him? If you don't know him, let me know. If you don't know him, let me know. Well, it's a Young P Ministries on TikTok. So you know you can look him up. His name Martin Clean 103. Young P, Young Ministries official. Listen to this.
I am the spiritual man that come forth with the spiritual news before calamity, and I speak thus said the Lord thy God. Amina miss when we come forth with the prophecy in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Mrs. Sickness I come to Desmond McKenzie, and I speak thus said the Lord thy God. And Mrs. Sickness I come to Daryl Vaz, thus said the Lord thy God. I miss when I come forth with the prophecy in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Tell them to go pray. Daryl Vaz, a spiritual attack with Daryl Vaz. I want up here, I go backfire upon Daryl Vaz. Thus said the Lord thy God. Yeah. I worry about be working at party. Somebody over them a go backfire. Tell them to pray in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. One young P, not two, not three. Leave me live in their realms. Leave me live in their realms. And now stop return back the attack back to David Morgan. Me turn Elijah. When God give me the breath to deliver, fi deliver anyone bash. Me just spread the curse like Elijah. Make 2 bear come out of the forest and name up like Elijah. 1 young pea, not 2, not 3. Just remember that CBM come after me. Them at them we go pray for PMP. After me no politician, me nah vote. Me nah vote. Yes, so me stand by Jesus for me and Malachi in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Look by me big lip now. Ballot box, I got.
So, him say ballot box I got thief. Me never hear that one. Hold on there. I win this. 1 hour ago.
Thus said the Lord thy God. Look for me big lip. I know me walk up here, me ballot box thief. Down no love cause young pea. No cause me. I wanna figure cause whosoever thief if ballot box them in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I whole heap of thing I push up and me I come chat out of me big mouth. I done in a St. Elizabeth down at the high school when me used to go. Elim Agricultural High School when me am Sydney Pagan Agricultural High School and then gone to STEM Academy now. I whole heap of thing I reveal cause some Asian dopey upon the land down there. On the pray for silk bass, me gone.
Well, we never did plan to play that, but that the one that just come up. But you hear what him say about Vaz and Desmond. And at first I hear about Vaz and Desmond still. That's probably the 3rd time I hear. But anyway, the PMP decided to on magisterial count. Zane. So the Opposition People's National Party is to decide today whether to seek magisterial count in the Trelawney Northeast, the Trelawney Northern, and St. Catherine Eastern Central, where the party says the number of rejected ballots exceed the margin of victory. The Trelawney Northern seat was restrained by incumbent Jamaica Labour Party candidate Tova Williams, who polled 8,185 to the PMP's Dr. Wickham McNeil polled 7,820 votes, giving Hamilton a victory of 365 votes. Right, that's it say. Me I go continue liking up the live, people sharing up the lives in. It says here that continues to say that some 41.6% of eligible voters cast their ballots in the constituency. However, a PMP spokesperson told the Gleaner that a number of rejected ballots was around 500, more than the margin of victory. So basically what they must say is that in the race in northern Trelawney between Wickham McNeil and Tova Hamilton, she won by 365 votes, and they're saying that the rejected ballots is 500. So basically they must say them ballot they spoil. So them are going to decide this evening whether or not them are going to pursue any legal action where that seat is concerned. It goes on to say that in St. Catherine East Central, the JLP Orlando Terry Long polled 6,364 votes, and the PMP's Raymond Price polled 5,379. So that's less than 1,000, right? Giving Terry Long a victory of 985. It says some 30 37.8% of eligible voters turned out. The party spokesperson that this constituency is also considered for magisterial recount as the rejected ballots number over 900. Wow. We will decide today if the party is going to seek magisterial recounts in North Trelawney and St. Catherine Eastern Central as the number of rejected ballots exceed the margin's victory. Wow. So over 900. That kind of abnormal. Over 900 ballots spoiled. That's crazy. I was rejected by the people. All right. Over in Kingston Central, where PMP's candidate Steve McGregor declared the winner on election night, only to have that result reversed, with the JLP Donovan Williams declared the winner the following final count. The PMP spokesperson said the party's attorney has reviewed the case, but no decision has been taken to seek magisterial recount. I am not sure that we will seek a recount in this constituency, as the attorneys are still not convinced about the overturning this result, he said. He noted that the seat is still under consideration. Williams won by a margin of 79 votes. The PMP spokesperson added that the decision to seek magisterial recounts depends on the reason the ballots were rejected, whether there was a reasonable chance of overturning the results is given constituency. Right now, I am aware that 2 constituencies being looked at for magisterial recount, North Trelawney and St. Catherine Eastern Central, he said. There will be a meeting of all PMP election candidates tomorrow, according to the spokesperson. The Jamaicans went to the poll on Wednesday, September 3rd, and returned the JLP's third consecutive term of government. The JLP won 35 seats and the PMP won 28. The voter turnout for election was 39.5%. And that's it. So, basically, the 2 seats that they are sure about that they are more likely to concede, more likely to actually go and look at, is the 2 gentlemen on your screen, Mr. Raymond Price and Wicca McNeil. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that you have to consider, we can feel any way we want to feel based off what we've seen on the television, but the way how and what was reported to us in many instances, but the way how lawyers move. No, me can't do that, you know. Hold on there. Yo, it's like every time I live somebody I try to call me, I swear, like, me don't even know how that work. Every time I live somebody call me, no matter if they home or not. No, sir, hold on there, man. And if them are watching live and they say, yo, me I make a point and they still a call, it's like, me don't know. Why you do that? Wait till me make the point now. Sure, man. Nobody no need for telling you that, man. Not big people, you know, man. So anyway, open eye hear me better now. What I'm saying is this. We have to remember that lawyers not going there, the PMP is not going to take up a case that they know they cannot win. You understand? So there's many discrepancies, but it's what you can prove in a court. You understand what I say? So now we keep that in mind. It's not just, oh, may I go carry this guy to court. What can you prove? Where's the evidence? That's the way we have to understand. So when people are wonder why Mark Golding so quiet, you know, that is why, because Mark Golding is a legal mind. He's a legal savant. Mark Golding now will come out and accuse nobody of anything, or accuse no particular person or the EOJ of anything. No, them not go do that. So if that you now wait for them to do, that not go happen. We can tell you say that is not going to happen. That is not how it operates. Other politicians might do that, they might take that route, but Mark Golding is not that type of person. I want to have to appreciate the man respect for the law. You feel me I say? Because a law man, that didn't work with him, I work with the law. Good? So that. So we know say them a go more than likely look for them two-seater. Now if them two-seater come and then win them two-seater, right? Why somebody report me live? What is this? I don't understand. Brother, man if you bill, you know, why somebody report me TikTok live? And then disgusting now. Thank you guys. Keep sharing and tapping up the live for me now. Cause I don't say anything I know. I don't say nothing we go against no standards and them report me live. Sure man. Anyway, so as I was saying, if you guys are looking for the People's National Party to come out and throw how they feel and their emotions about the situations, that's not going to happen. That's not the type of response you're going to get from leadership in the People's National Party. Maybe other leadership, but not the People's National Party. So the two gentlemen on the screen is the two seats that they see that they have an argument in court about. So if they should win those two seats, it would be 30 to 32. No, 30 to 33. That would be the final count. All right, people? And we welcome that. I mean, personally, Andrew Williams' seat needs to be reviewed, but it's proven, again, for the persons that have been in the comment sections telling me about discrepancies in Andrew Williams' seat, people that have been calling me, what you guys need to do is Steve McGregor's seat, them still consider it. Oh yeah, I mean, but them say them are consider it, you know, but them more confident about them two seater at half I press. That I'm a point. Them are consider McGregor's seat, but they're more confident about them two seater. You see me? Yeah. So if them decide to contest McGregor's seat, it means that them have good enough evidence for them formulate a proper argument for them win. That would be amazing. Because me know so when PMP got court, them not really lose. So see that the man them report me live. I make my live get black and see them live are good on could they? I feel like any live and start over back. Me not tell no lie. I feel like end the live. What do you think me for do? End the live and start it over back? Thanks for the follow, guys. Thanks for the follow. Remember some live on YouTube too, you know, so they can come over YouTube. Bolo VNR 2.0. Anyway, when it comes out to Steve McGregor's seat, would I love them contest that seat there. Cause a lot of people been calling me about that seat. They've been calling me about people on the voters list, even them parents that has passed away, you know. So I think they definitely should look into that. And Andrew on his seat as well. So that would be 4 seats, you know, that I think they should take a look at. For the other seat them, you know, that has voter retention accusations surrounding them. Like after 5 o'clock, people that was in the line didn't get to vote. That is a serious illegality that needs to be looked at, and if able to be proven, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you that you might see a re-election at some point in the near future, a do-over of this election, or more than likely a do-over of the election, or it might go to some serious recounts and disqualifications. You feel what I say? And that could shift the tide of you know, everything. And I'm just speaking about the facts and the evidence. I'm not speaking in terms of prophecy or anything like that today. Hey, me I tell you, after I press, at that everybody is saying, what go on, Melia? Little miss, a long time I see you. Where you going with? Big up yourself. Bless up everybody upon the live. Bless up everybody upon TikTok. You see me I deal with? We see where the commissioner of police in a some serious hot water with Mr. SSP Wayne Cameron. I'm gonna find it mighty interesting because him is a man when me buck up already, but him don't know me. And you can observe people, movements. But I've heard some allegations levied against the commissioner of police. It not sound good. It sound like allegedly he was entitled. You understand? And through his alleged entitlement, he got some things cleared and was allegedly, put in the position that he's in now. So it's I believe that we're going to see a lot of bangarang, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that we're going to see a lot more open exposure, way more than we ever seen before. In coming weeks and months. I'm here to talk about not one person, I'm here to talk about everybody. Everybody will have some type of dirty laundry. I believe it's coming out very, very soon. Yesterday, I wanted to go over this interview with Isaac Buchanan. Never got the chance to, so we're going to do it now.
As we journey through life, we all encounter ebbs and flows, many happy that.
So, first of all, I must say this. It's about nice. And when let me really say this, we have
beauty in the ashes. Isaac Buchanan. Yes. I feel like I should be like, hey. No. Yes, you know why I feel like I should do that? Because I love that you fight for human rights. I feel like people always forget that human rights are like the backbone of a society.
It is.
It is, isn't it? Why human rights? Other than the fact that it's the backbone of the society.
No, other than the fact. All right, so let me really say this. We have forgotten that for some strange reason, 400 years of oppression for Caribbean people, black people. I'm talking about slavery. Yeah. And we have come into modern society, but we are still ruling with the same heavy hand and forgetting human dignity. And so the Constitution, which is the document that all law is supposed to conform to, it protects those who are put in power, and it creates checks and balances to ensure that the least among us is treated with human dignity, respect. And so there's nothing wrong with law, there's nothing wrong with judgment, there's nothing wrong with police enforcing the law. It is how you do it, and ensuring that the experience doesn't dehumanize, and when we actually look at human rights and look at the Constitution and the importance of it, that's where we start in terms of fixing crime and violence in Jamaica. Yeah. But on top of that, my experience with the law and coming to the realization that they forget that you are somebody, they erase the greatness that's in you. With a conviction, you are a part of the forgotten class. You become beneath the lower class. And there's no redemption. So I will say this without any apology. Currently in Jamaica, there's no room and acceptance of rehabilitation.
There isn't.
So there is implicit bias with it.
I have a problem with that because, in my opinion, what reason does anyone have to want to be better and do better if you are always condemned, if you're always outcast because you made a mistake?
Exactly.
I have an issue with that because, I mean, it sounds really cliche and corny, but there must be room for forgiveness. There must be room for growth and improvement and being better, right?
Exactly.
No, this was 4 years ago, but I never saw this interview. And listening to it, I am hearing a consistency from Isaac Buchanan. He has not changed, you know. He's the same person that he was 4 years ago. He holds the same values. He's championing the same things, human rights, the Constitution. You know, it's very, very rare that you find people that has that level of consistency in advocacy. He has not changed one bit. East Portland is very lucky to have him as their MP.
I've always thought that compassion, not just the word, compassion as an innate attribute to humans, the act of it, not saying I'm superior and I have compassion. The act of it, passing somebody on the road who it's not necessarily begging, but you can see distress from a human,
and the
empathy comes and you say, what's wrong? You know, if we exercise that, we would be a lot more preventative than responsive.
And we, especially in Jamaica, we react way more than we actually
prevent.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. This interest in human rights comes out of nowhere. You hinted to it a little bit a while ago. She said it doesn't come out of nowhere for you. I am absolutely fascinated by your story. And I'm fascinated by it because I feel like so many people have a negative experience and then think that because in the name of not being seen as someone that can be rehabilitated. In your instance, it wasn't a rehabilitation. It was actually you experienced a wrongful conviction.
I'm going to say that, yes.
Yes. And why do you say it like that?
Why do I say it like that? Because that's what it was. Yes. That's exactly what it was.
Walk me through that.
So, first of all, I must say this. It's about 21 years now since that conviction. And so a lot of times, especially in the public space, and a lot of people have zero appreciation for it. They think that it is ISAT, I can say because I'm proud of it, the over 40-year-old man that must have last year had a conviction, and because Jamaican society is so corrupted, some friend thing gone and you got the opportunity. That was not. The journey was.
As we journey through life, we all encounter through that.
So first of all, I must say this. It's about 21 years now, so a lot of people have zero appreciation for it. They think that it is ISAT, I can say because I'm proud of it, the over 40-year-old man that must have last year had a conviction, and because Jamaican society is so corrupted, some friend thing gone and you got the opportunity. That was not the case. The journey was long. I had an experience as a juvenile, and I'm emphasizing that, as a teenager with, I must commend my parents, the best of guidance. I was not lacking and wanting of anything, and I was, the word is duped. I'm going to say it, and found myself going through Norman Manley International Airport with drugs. What I thought to be money turned out to be drugs.
Someone asked you to carry some money.
Yes, right.
So you hear that? So this conviction of them are all over Isaac's head. He's stating that he was duped, he was tricked. Somebody told him it was money in carrying, and it was drugs. So he now got caught with that. Now, a lot of people said, sure, him only has said that and him whatever. I mean, in the real world, how many times has that happened? I'm sure there's somebody out there that you, when you was young, somebody took advantage of your naivety. I'm sure, maybe not to that extent, but I'm sure you've had that experience where somebody has taken advantage of your naivety. No. So it's more than possible that, that happened to the man. Let's continue.
Questionable as to whether or not, let me not even go there, but let's just say
up the life, guys. Like up the life for me there.
And the reality of that was a conviction. It's not so much of the conviction, and I want to highlight this, is that when persons are put into these experiences, this is the destiny aspect of your life, because you're going to meet a lawyer.
Yeah,
You're going to meet the guard at the lockup.
Yeah.
You're going to meet a judge. You're going to meet a prosecutor, who's also an attorney sometimes. And you're going to meet other persons, good and bad. But there are people in terms of, that human rights we talk about from all over the world that we are interconnected to and must experience to shape our destiny. So, yeah, we can talk about the conviction, but we must speak about my first experience in a courtroom.
Yes.
I saw a black man on the bench, and the bench was high. It was a judge.
Bram 17. What he start? This interview was 4 years ago. This is an old interview which I never watched. Somebody sent it to me and said, "Bolo, take a look at this." You see me?
It was a black man like my grandfather. So I'm saying black man, Martin Gale, please.
I know say him at the hottest topic right now. Everybody talk about East Portland at the hottest topic right now. TikTok everywhere. Hottest.
Justice don't. I never forgot it. He said, I'm recusing myself from this case. He gave me bail. This is a matter of record. And he recused himself. And fast forward, I'm having a trial, and another black man, Bert Samuels, and he's representing me. Yeah. And I'm seeing, because my father is big youth. He's an entertainer. So the only thing I want to be in this world is an entertainer, an artist. That's my passion. Play the guitar, play the piano, always. You want to be. And I saw Bert Samuels, and he's an erudite lawyer, majestic, and he speaks proper English. And he's
very eloquent.
Right. And
no, I don't know if he did. No, I don't know if he mentioned that. This is literally the first time I watch the interview. I don't know.
I told him, I said, I got convicted, I said, I want to be like you, And he gave me the look like, you just get convicted and you want to be like me. Go on, sit down there. But that was far from my mind, because after that experience as a juvenile, fine was paid by, the person who gave me
to carry money.
Right, which at that time there was no investigation, nothing. They didn't do that. So that was significant for me, because I was just a child.
Right.
By law. And what happened?
Where must say yes, so? If you miss a child by law, that means say when around. And if America happen, that means say him around 18, 17-year-old at the time when this happened. Think about it. Because him say him is a child when it happened, So think about that.
After that, I said, man, I have to change my life and get closer to God. And I'm at the university at the United Theological College.
Really?
Yes, the seminary at that. And I met the pastors and the when I say pastors, meaning the Catholics, the Anglicans, the Baptists, the experiencing. And as I'm learning about the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, what do you think happened? I said, but hold on, Jesus not rocking the way they were saying he used to rock. Jesus is not in the church, the building, and you burnt offering and sacrifices. Jesus is not about that.
No.
And I just went to the dean and said, I can't do this pastor business, I'm searching for something higher. And the dean says, do philosophy.
Really?
Yes. And my degree was transformed from theology to philosophy after a year.
Oh wow!
And this was this is something I don't.
Hold on there. So Isaac, what can I do? I go turn on pastor? Yo, this is interesting. Wait a minute.
I don't think I've ever said that to anybody in a public space.
Wow. I never knew that. I definitely never knew that. This is a fresh drop right now for me.
And I can tell you, any young person, you haven't even started to live until you get the opportunity to go into a university to find self.
I go back to school though. I go done me major in architecture. I'm going back to school, man. Yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm telling y'all. I am going to finish my major in architecture. Sure is. Okay.
Yes?
I would agree with that.
So you see all that blame game in society about for young people who go to less than subpar high schools, and there's nobody trying to change the system. And I mentor young persons now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say one particular school, and here's why. Haile Selassie, that school. If a child is at Haile Selassie and graduates with 5 CXC subjects, he got no help. And when I say no help, in the form of what you can get at Campion and Immaculate and you know the conventional schools.
Yeah.
So society is to take that child, like in America where you have affirmative action and spaces for persons like that. I guarantee you, a child who comes out with a certain amount of subject at one of those non-conventional schools, special, and should be fast-tracked into law and med and everything.
Absolutely.
Because that's greatness, innate greatness.
Right there.
The freedom that you get at a university in terms of finding yourself and finding identity, especially promoting UE, because if you are UE-cated at UE,
it's the UE-cated for me.
Yeah, I'm saying that you are not just getting a degree, you're getting a head start in terms of how you interact in life, regardless of where you are.
Yeah.
Especially it's a melting pot for the Caribbean, and you get to meet your brothers and sisters from Trinidad, and you get to know. You don't need the United States. You can hop over to Trinidad. You can go to Barbados. Yes. And they will quickly tell you, oh Lord, man, my brother, we should go Africa, man.
What are you talking?
That's where I go.
Oh
God.
You just eat doubles?
All the time, you know.
Slight pepper?
Yes. hot in, hot out. Crocodile teeth. Anyway.
How is that then? You use the crocodile teeth.
Too funny.
Anyway, yeah, but.
So you got to university. So you've now switched to philosophy. Where along that path are you now like, hold on, something is going to take me back off my course?
No, I don't think anything can take me off my course because now I'm doing the philosophy. My grades were amazing. Before going into philosophy, I didn't know I was bright.
Yeah.
And I'm doing well. I'm allowed to challenge the lecturers and say, I don't believe this. And, you know, Socrates and Plato's cave. And then I step out of UE and everybody is like, you don't start to live yet. Come back to me when you know what logic is. First year, you know.
Just call the professor immediately.
Just call the professor. And I know what my thesis is and I know, you know.
Yeah.
And fast forward 3 years later from the event when I was 17 and I'm in the same airport, checked into a flight. This time I'm in, the flight lands after being delayed. I walk into the airport and when I clear immigration and go into customs, there is a guy who I'm told, you know, he's in whatever situation and I'm told call his mother. I do that and I was told, hey, you can't do that. Fast forward.
You know, say, I'm going to come back to that interview, yeah? Because I see one title for one video. And I go over there, you know. Big up Mr. Wayne Lonesome. Let me hear that argument here because the title is serious. Big dirty thinking Mama Diane Jackson and the cleaner plot to destroy PMP by applying Golden to resign. Yeah, I am hearing, I believe that there's a concerted effort in the mainstream media fit out Mark Golden to resign. And I'm like, so wait a minute. The PMP was dead. 14 seats. Them did disunited. Mark Golden come with 28 seats. And right now have a potential for actually win 2 more, 3 or 4 by carrying it to the courts. So that would bring him to 32 seats or 31 seats. And you are telling me that everybody, every single mainstream media is talking about Mark Golden to resign. Me see, what name Oral Tracy, I talk about the elephant in the room. And after me listen to the first minute, I literally stopped listening. Let me play it. Let me come hear it.
There's no reason. I know so there's one more big elephant we left in the room. In the aftermath of the PNP defeat. And as it relates to the party as a movement going forward. You know the Maverick never do the political correctness class. So I'm going to say this, we have to talk about it. If we're going to do truth and reconciliation, we have to talk about it. The race and ethnicity of the current leader, Mark Golden. It was used in a kind of covert way during this political campaign. To the extent where extended to where people that say, Mark Golding born in Jamaica, I'm born in England, I'm an Englishman. Mr. Golding dispel that, we assume, with the birth certificate shenanigans in the debate. Well, Palema like still say, boy, yeah, false document that, we move it too fast. We never get to read it to see if it's authentic and black. You know the thing, Barry? Regardless of where he was born though, the fact say, he was a white.
I have expressed on my platform that I don't want Mark Golding to resign. Mark Golding has doubled the strength of the People's National Party in the House of Parliament. Why would I want Mark Golding to resign? That is so stupid. That is so stupid for any comrade to be talking about Mark Golding should resign. Or anybody will support the People's National Party. It would be very, very stupid of them. After us strengthening our efforts in the Parliament, right? You are telling me that Mark Golding should resign? You're mad, man. You're sick in the head, man. You need to go sit down. And that me want to know too. If Mark Golding resign after all of the things that we are going with such man, what them are going to say about that? How comes we not hear say such man for resign? After all that dirt we put in party through, how we not hear nobody say that? These people are hypocrites, mate.
Hey, Jamaica. And if you're not hypocrites about what we're doing, we have a flashback to one Edward Philip George Seaga, whose race and ethnicity was effectively weaponized by guess who? The same People's National Party that Mark Golding now heads. You see what I say? Me personally, don't think them something should matter, but I know me personally go out and vote.
Okay. Thank you, Oral Tracy, for saying that you personally don't think it should matter, because it shouldn't. No matter what they want to say about Edward Seaga. Edward Seaga did his damage, and that's why the people ain't vote him out. Wickedness they won't do. So when people are going to say they weaponize what? Weaponize what? Seaga never born ya. If that was the issue, the fact that he never born ya. Hey. And we have to look on the time. In the time that when slavery just fresh off, I got like 2 scoops of butter. Remember saying at them time the slavery just fresh, you know, man. And people just get freedom, man. You know what I mean? And the thing just are growing or so. You know the mindset is different at them time. And plus, remember say at the time the United States still did depend them look at slavery vibes same way with man like Ronald Reagan as president. And you have the CIA when I do beer things. You understand? Take that person off of the life. Me done and y'all listen to me. Wow. What that make you? What does that make you? That's crazy. Anyway, at that time, you know, when you look at the ecosystem in terms of black and white, people mindset is just totally different. We have from that point until now, we are a melting pot of a society. More now. More of those walls have been torn down in terms of people's thinking in regards to, you know, the different races, especially white people. It has changed. Mark Golding is married to a black Nubian princess. You understand?
Yes, that's.
I mean, I don't think there's any question to Mark Golding's love for the people. Honestly, for me, there's none. And that's what matters. Integrity is what matters. Character is what matters. You feel me? Not the color of a man's skin. I have moved past those days. I was once like that, where the color of a man's skin was, yo, you know how much black people sell out black people in a slavery? And even in a times when black people in a rule? Man, you gotta be kidding. Me say me can't, hey, happy, I think I alone, we can't wait till Parliament start. Oh, it's gonna be funny, honey. Yeah, Daryl Vaz is a white man. Like, what are we doing? You know how much people in a jail be white, brother? Them are not black people. So what we are doing? Isn't Jamaica out of many one people? What are we talking about? I wanna see your character. I don't And I am no longer blinded by the color of your skin. Not because you're one black man that means I automatically trust you or respect you. You have to prove your character. You have to show me your character. Show me who you are. Alright? Well, guess what? I don't want any black man that's working for the colonizer to rule me. How about that? You see, a lot of the times you guys are so simple-minded, you know. Because a man have black skin. You don't know, say, the black man them work for the colonizer more than anything else to hold on black people. It is happening in Africa like crazy. They have held down their nation, them pocket fat, them have mansions, them have private jets, and the people are suffering and poor. And the black man I work for the colonizer. So because you blinded by the color of the person's skin, you don't see what they're doing. You give them a pass. But if it was a white man doing the same thing what a black man is doing, you would have never give him that leverage. So you get tricked. And that happened to most sound, you get tricked.
Me personally only have one. Me personally have one vote. But it is what it is. And when you live in a country that is predominantly black, if it was...
Thank you so much. Some would have born in England. I mean, seriously, let's talk about it.
Fair game. When the PNP they do it effectively to Edward Seaga, then you can't now ball when the right decides say they're going to beat them and hold it. And you know, this constant reference to, you know, Bakramasa. Some people call him Bakrama. And the fact that he's a descendants of slave owners. That kind of thing.
Warmington are descendants of slave owners and them a black man. You see, we really don't want to do this, you know. Because if we do this, some hard truths are going to come out. It doesn't matter. You have to look on the person, not their ancestors and what they did. What is that person doing now? Tell me, somebody can tell me what decisions have Mark Golding made that went against the people of Jamaica. Mark Golding has defended us from Andrew Honest government. The NIDS, unconstitutional, total violation of your privacy. No for who don't get locked up right now if you don't take the NIDS, you know. Because you don't believe in a God, you know. Who don't get locked up? Listen, my man. Yo, let me tell you something, man. You see all the things that my money I try to pass. If you guys could fit the pieces of the puzzle, really read and understand what is going on, and fit the pieces of the puzzle, you understand the real agenda and who this man is working for, Andrew Honest. But I can't make you see it. One day when I go have an epiphany and woe unto them that is doing wrong by the people when that happens. Of course, they're worried. The members of the PNP is formidable in the house now. You have the brilliance of Mark Golding. You have Damian Crawford, Dr. Dayton Campbell. Right? Queen of the South. Let me look for all of them. Let me find it.
So we can't go around it. I'm sure Mr. Golding sit down in them quiet moments and I look back on this election here and the journey and the defeat specifically. He has to factor this in the whole equation. You know, make sense as we say, we never do the, you know, the political correctness class. I mean, I don't know how to do that hypocrite something there. So if we attack, we attack. Those who are old enough will remember how they used to beat Edward Seaga, who is ironically the mentor of the now Prime Minister and leader of the JP, Andrew Wallace. Andrew Wallace must have sat there as a youngster and see the kind of batterings where Mr. Seaga used to get based on the race and ethnicity. As Mr. Beno said, go get up on the stage and kind of overtly attack my only based on him color. We don't hear that. But people, it did it as an undercurrent. And when you're there on the ground and you talk to people on the ground, and even when you speak on social media, although a crazy space that, when you people on there, you see a lot of reference being made to the facts of Marky J. Father. Some of them claim still, you know, same the body, you know, same father was an Englishman. I know the connection between the English and slavery. I remember that skit when Marky J did do with a Rastaman, you know, symbolize the unshackling of the slaves. We don't know go well with a huge section of the population. Remember, some people kind of sensitive about them race and them color of people. So we think of something that we have to put in the pot when we mix it up and analyze and pray going forward. And so how much it will affect voters going in the voting booth. We don't have no empirical data. For sure say 10,000 people.
You know, say, all of this is nonsense. When I talk, to me, my opinion, nobody now have agree with me. And I'm going to tell you why. That did not matter on the day, because more people came out that did not get to vote, that went to vote for Mark Golding. The people them was sold on the man and the character. Of course, there's a large amount of people out there that also don't like him because I'm color and skin. That is doing the same thing that the white men did to black people. Didn't like them because of their color of their skin. They are now becoming what they hated the most because of hatred. Right? So, in terms of the comrades, majority of the comrades has moved past Mark Golding color of his skin. You know why? Mark Golding made sure that he did not let the color of his skin be an issue in this election, and them saying that he's not Jamaican and he's on two sides. What did he do? He denounced his British citizenship. Did anyone take into account the sacrifice that Mark Golding made in the election to recuse and denounce his citizenship? Did anyone take that into account? He did that, you know. He did that. And he did that for the people because he realized that the people really had an issue with that. But it's funny to me how the people don't have an issue. What do you mean not a sacrifice? That was a sacrifice. It was a sacrifice for him. The man loved him father. The man honor him father. And what he did was denounce his father birthright that his father gave to him. That was important to the man. His connection to his father. What you mean? That wasn't a sacrifice. Are you mad? Do you know what a sacrifice means? Tom Tavares is the next one. You know why it's mad too? No for them in the jail pay white, so I don't understand why them even try to take. Well, I understand why them are do it. Because them know how the people them gullible. Siaga did a sacrifice Jamaica and destroyed our country economically and otherwise, and was responsible directly or indirectly for hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans dying with the formation of garrisons. Yeah, he definitely sacrificed people. He surely did. Call yourself an activist. You should recruit that name from your TikTok. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Activists.
On the side of them now about the PNP because Mark Golding is a descendant of slave masters. We don't know nothing about that. All we know about it is anecdotal. But as we say, we have the Siaga case study to look back at and look how effectively he was battered and bruised. Let me tell you a little story about Siaga. Since we are beer all through. This is when my youth grew up. Mr. Siaga was the leader of the KLP. And I remember at the time, as a youth, I kind of developed a kind of skepticism and almost a dislike of Mr. Siaga as a person because of how he was portrayed by the then PNP, you know. That's me personally, you know. Having never met Mr. Siaga personally, obviously, as I used to them time. Fast forward, and the Maverick now finding way in a sports media now. And I remember when Ricardo Fuller, remember the ball of it? From Tivoli Gardens, that time Mr. Siaga, I think, was now the president of the Tivoli Gardens Football Club. And me remember when Ricardo Fuller moved from Tivoli to England. I remember he come and while he go directly. But when the move was made, I was honored about the television station at the time, and I was given the assignment to go get a reaction from Mr. Siaga, who was the president of the Tivoli Gardens Football Club, about the transfer of Fuller. Yes, when we meet Mr. Siaga and had my first few exchange with Mr. Siaga, you know what I said to myself? We said, Jesus Christ, how them said a man here was a devil with vampire teeth and the tree spoke park and all them something. I one of the nicest, calmest, one thing about him doing, I pick it up in the first day I meet him, you know, most meticulous human being me ever meet in my entire life. Remember the day when we had set up the interview and like Mr. Siaga come out of office and I think him sit down in one area there, but when the cameraman line up the shot, there was a particular picture that was behind him in the background. And Mr. Saga said, hold on, don't shoot it. And him get up. And him said, take up that picture there and replace it with that one and fix it this way. And I say, yo, this man is so meticulous. But all of them time, you know, he was so nice and courteous and jovial. You know, because them time they in a different phase of life. Him never upon a political attack them time. And I say, how them say the man here, this and that, and how them make people dislike the man here so. Another man here, we are here about all the while when we are growing up. I could not believe it.
You know, yo, this is an argument that when I make me can't understand them myself, but what I have to know is there's the person that you see and then there's the person that they don't show you they are. And that goes for everybody. That goes for every human being. When you meet me, for the most part, I am going to show you the best version of myself. But you ever hear them say, see me and live with me are two different something? And that oral trace, if you understand, bro. And that if you understand. Remember, say the devil come bearing gifts to them. Devil come bearing gifts. First, the devil present himself like the most kind person. And the devil is very good at that. And I'm using that as an example. You get me?
And that day they don't realize how dangerous this game of politics is. Well, I know that's something I realize. But it was an additional factor in me realizing how dangerous and disingenuous this thing about politics is. More mention one more thing before we move from the post-election analysis of it.
Yes.
I notice, well, by comrade supporters, a ball. I mean, some of the officials too. A ball about the legitimacy of the election. Them about say, they might rob the election and voter suppression and...
Yes, it happened, sir. Oral Tracy, it happened. It actually did happen.
Vote buying and...
Oh, yes, a lot of that did happen as well.
The Prime Minister himself. It's suspicious how him win team seat.
It is very suspicious. Extremely suspicious.
I just want to say to the comedy, I just start the cow body, man.
You can't tell with that. You can't tell with that. Because right now, Liberate them win and them a ball about East Portland. You can't tell the comrade them that. Who is you?
Politics are not Sunday school, you know.
Tell the Liberate them that.
Politics are not monetary thing, you know. Politics are bad man, unethical. No standards.
Bad man, unethical, no standards. Brother, if that you see politics as brother, we need to clean up Jamaica.
That thing, you know. Politics is a dirty game. All I want to sign up for politics. No say politics is a dirty game. All I want to involve in the dirty game.
I not sign up for no dirty game. I'm not play no dirty. You see, look at the hypocrisy of Oral Tracy. Earlier, I listened to one audio with him on the station with Jenny. And Jenny was blasting the people that did not vote and calling them shameful. And him say, he might defend the people. And now he come, a big up Edward Siaga and now and him blast part of Bashi Commerce them because them talk the truth about the election. Look at Oral Tracy. More and more I see it. More and more you can see the biases coming out. More and more. Them tell upon themselves all the while, you know, but them go on like say them equal and them fear. My bias over here so is quite clear. I'm fully biased. Me not hide my bias. My bias brawling. Look on the screen. You know my bias. Not true. The man bias, man. But him go tell us say in fear and credible that I'm mantra. But him bias, more and more bias a come out.
Yeah. So when you get beaten at the dirty game, you have to just take your legs.
What go on this? I want to dog. Go that this. Yeah, that's the matter, yes.
I'll come again into town. I look something else, no. So the cowball is stop, PNP. No matter what kind of challenge you have a court, no matter what, the people have spoken. With all of the imperfections of the system, the people have spoken and they have spoken emphatically. So this whole heap of moralizing, gonna stop it. Come.
You don't say the last part that they saw. It make me know more say in bias because I'm going to say the people have spoken emphatically. How you mean emphatically? What you mean? After I know big, no 49-14 this are 48-20 or whatever it is, or 26-20-43. Brother, at 28-35, what you mean emphatically? If 3 seat change, you know what gonna be the difference? It gonna be 31-32. What you mean emphatically? I don't understand. What am I talking about? Eh? What am I talking about?
It don't sound good. It don't sound good. We know you're not official from the party leader yet, but we see comments on the ground and we see comments all over social media, man. Don't do that something. The man them out talks, you know, out maneuver, and ban election day and win the election. I don't say nature the beast. An election day meeting.
So basically then thief, and that you say they outfox them. And if we just not talk about the thief, you know, going, wow. Oral Tracy, man, boy, I'm losing a lot of respect, man. Boy, I'm losing a lot of respect for this dude, bro. Real talk.
Election day, election was one, you know. Election day. They would have more money and they go, do what they do, and do what they do, and do what they do. We all know what they do. All of them something they get the people talk about.
So them know what you know what them do, and you make it look like so the people them not have a legitimate conversation to have about it. Man, you gotta be shitting me, bro. Nah, oral, no, sir. This is not looking good for you, man. Yeah, this is this right here. This ain't it.
But don't be balling about it. It's the nature of the game. It is absolutely the nature of the game. So I am not impressed by this self-righteous co-balling from the people. But you need to do some introspection and try to chart a way forward. Get yourself.
So, you know, so I'm not going to say that. Make him go and bury himself.
A common ideology where you can unite around that. Not the pavement again. Because we're going to be co-balling for another 5 years. Anyway, Martin G and ethnicity. We're not going to add that in the mix. We're going to sit down. Reasonable? I think
28.
We don't leave anything off on the table at this point. Absolutely nothing can be left on the table. They must say, I assume you're all adults, you know. You're going to discuss the results of the election like adults, you know. And remember, PNP never just lose this election. They lost the last 3 general elections. So now we put that in on the proverbial pipe, smoke it, and deal with
it. Him sound happy when him said that. Him sound so happy when him said that. Man. Oral Tracy exposed, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Boom shot.
Exposed.
Maverick bro. Again. You know, so never stop telling them. Say me have the best and most credible opinion.
I don't think so, sir. I don't think so.
I need to remind me every single time. So, sometimes it does roll off without me even thinking it.
No.
But I'm sure based on the substance of my analysis, I don't have to keep saying it.
No, actually, your analysis was just destroyed a while ago in real time. That's crazy. Damn, bro. Shit.
Starting when we now run go put out today yesterday, but we had just side today. Right? The big mama went out with it, you know. The indoors and or something, the indoors. It's one of the foolishness. Gleaner, don't go to our article with Mama P.
Hold on there, life easy. Life easy, who done? Who done life easy?
Bvrclips. I'm hard one. And then Andrew Wallace. And suggest Mama P so when Andrew was watching the yeah, you know, and resign. And pick up the same piece of the question not one.
Life easy, who done? May I give him a chance to answer. If you don't answer, I'm going to block him. Life easy, who done? Who done life easy? Alright.
Take up that one.
Have a good day.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell all the man gets it like that. You see, everything, including with Mama. I'm going to say that still a part of your man going to go and come with a question and ask, but you know, to and design.
Yeah, I thought so. Life easy. Goodbye. Why are you listening to a dunce person? What does that make you? Oh, that's funny. The Monday I saw listen to one dunce person. How would that make him? Fully done. Fully done.
People are some JLP nasties.
You know some I listen to dunce people. Me allergic. Me When me hear dunceness, me stop. Me can't listen to them. Me need even comment. Me just pass the live or the video. Once me hear one level of dunceness, me don't listen. I'm not saying that everybody should take my way of operations. This is me, and I love it. I love me and how I move. Once me hear one level of dunceness, me I move from that foolish. Me not listening it no more. Not true? Good.
Cleaner, what question you to because I'm to this when him see it. You see all the atrocities, Bagwan, you see what going with the EOJ. You see the turn off people is a serious breach. Stop people 5 and send them home. But you can't just sit down and draw a cartoon when it makes no sense. Mama P reach up in her age, and by the way, from the 70s, she in politics. So when she said shall leave. Now nothing to do with a heart body. Also, Peter Phillips was there also from back then. Yeah.
You know what's funny, Wiz? What's funny is these people are supporting a party that actually always me have to make sure say me look on your picture good Wiz. Wiz you have got join the live. You have got join the live, Wiz. Well, look at it. Join the live, you have to go up on camera still. You have to go up on camera, Wiz.
No, I can't.
Oh my God.
Uncomfortable position.
You sound like uncomfortable position, not uncomfortable.
No, like.
Oh my God! But big up yourself, Wiz. Thank you for moderating, and I really appreciate the moderators, and thank you for the gifts and everything. You know what I mean?
Oral Trace is a hypocrite, and they're all accomplice to the criminal activity of Andrew Olness. And I'm not surprised. I'm just like, what is going to happen to our country with this kind of
Hold on the Conrad. Yeah, go ahead.
This democracy is flawed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They don't respect the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in the Constitution, it tells you about suppression of
Thank you for the gift. Thank you.
Illegal, buying votes.
Tiny, big up yourself. Thank you for the gifts. Go ahead.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, they're saying that we are complaining when the Constitution is telling us that if you do these things, it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And these things were done.
All right.
So I don't understand. If it was them, okay, trust me, there would have been riots on the streets of Jamaica.
Oh, big facts. Then probably they'll go for EOJ and burn it down. Oh. I don't know what happened to the person now.
Oral Tracy is a friggin' hypocrite. Excuse my language, he's a hypocrite. He pissed me off.
Yeah, I didn't like his last few videos.
They're hypocrites, and they're also what do you call it? They're racist.
It showed me some biases. Where are you from? Where do you live with? You live in England or UK?
No, I live in Toronto.
Toronto. Oh, okay, Toronto. Okay. You've been there for quite some time?
Yeah, I've been here for a minute.
Okay. You're from Jamaica, right?
Yeah, man. I'm born and
yeah, with the yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm born and, I say we are Jamaica. I want to my youth. That is it.
I'm not one of them Jamaica. I never chose to my camino.
Yeah.
The protocol by being,
Yeah. For real, man.
As I said.
Me like how the diaspora is engaged. I feel the diaspora is more engaged in the welfare of the country more than even persons that live here. They don't a lot of them don't read, they don't look at the news, they don't care. It's like whatever. You know what I say? And I don't blame some of them, and here's why. Because them are chase the bug and we are on this hamster wheel of life. You know them way there? And it just messed up, say we don't take the time out to actually really live, like truly live. The objective was good.
What's going on?
I'm here.
What's the conversation about?
Well, we were just listening to oral Tracy, you know, and this was spontaneous. Me just the one with for sure our face. Me not really the box up me right now because I have other things to look at. But yeah, me the one show our face because somebody else come name with and them talk something and me have to black. Me say, what if I'm my moderator with that? I say, no man. You know them way there? So me have to look at the angle good.
Okay, did my name come up as Wiz or
It actually came up at Wiz, and I think it happened 2 live streams ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the original. I don't know where they come from, but you know me. You know, I'm always supporting you. So.
Yeah, man, definitely. All right, so may I go back to the video?
You can put me back in the comment section.
All right, yeah, may I go back to the video, yeah? Thank you for the gifts, the God, salute. Let me just expand me and then drop Wiz. Alright. Let's get it. Thank you for the gifts, the God. Yeah, salute to you. Appreciate that.
And Peter Phillips said himself, after them run a leader contest in 2019. But they fight the party.
So this is Way Lonesome, and the title is Big Dirty Thinking Mama. Dean Jackson Miller and the Greener plot to destroy the PMP by applying Golding to resign.
We want to divide the party, and then if the pandemic we lose all those seats.
Am I back? Sorry about that, my people. Sorry about that, yeah? I'm going to just take off this off of the screen. Cause it cause the phone to heat up. Alright, so that come off of the screen. May I go dark here? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on like this. So sorry about that on YouTube. And just cut off a while ago. Let's get back to this. So I'm gonna hear what Mr. Lonesome say about the situation.
Our 31, 32, right?
African yard, big up.
31, 32. Before that. But we go down to 14. Dr. Peter. And if this time I can leave and lose anyway. Because the division, yeah, when they leave now, Mark Bolo, them same for one and thing, and them do it back down, we up back there. From local government from right back. Why? Uno feel fair.
Hey, Latanya, what's up, love?
Uno have brain. Remember the one that wanna educated fools and wanna dance it?
Daphne, big up. Daddy Extreme, big up.
If Mark Bolo, you think they can't trick nobody. And then Mark Bolo, oh, you question if you resign, big dirty thinking, don't say. Piece of shit, big mama. And big dirty, in don't steal him, but dirty thinking, the last Davis. And don't use my word neither out of one of my neither.
Marsha Clark Hudson, what you say? Trust me, oh, you're so free here. Yeah, man. What you mean about bro? What you mean about bro, man? Oh, yeah, one of them. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. We lead out, we no follow back. You remember good. We don't watch hype, hear that? Think for yourself. Somebody say, thank you, my Prime Minister, although them thief out it. Yo, see my Prime Minister up on the screen there. And that I him that. You remember good. He might represent me in a parliament in this country. That may I tell you. No apology. We don't recognize them.
Yes? We don't have to get things that we can do actually for nobody. Nobody in the paper will tell Mark what about resign. Go and do all this time accountable for the things then. I'm for the whole election thing and for guy lose all his seat. But inside you look on that. You come up with garage. So maybe I'm going to die second deal with them case now, you know. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yes. See, them pull up now. So I'm going to show you what them come up with them and the greener. Remember, you know,
yeah, press conference are keep, but them not announce it yet. Them say them have hold on. The PMP, me read the article earlier, probably I wasn't here. The PNP said they're going to have a meeting tomorrow with every single candidate. It's going to be a team meeting tomorrow. So after the team meeting, I would think that they will do a press conference. All right? So I write this over there right now. Today they put out a statement. It came in the Gleaner. Mr. Wickham McNeil. People, F1 here, man. F1. Them a report me live again. My live only have 91 people on it over TikTok. Why them a do that? Why them a do that? Them so upset. They're upsetting. Should they see Marky G on the screen? Oh, they're so upset. Oh, y'all upset. Oh.
Them voter suppression, use the police, security, and then vote by him. He can't win, he can't come against my voting. He used to win long time and gone. Be a criminality what we have gone out. Yeah? I'm going to build back the party. Local government thing, knock them down. And just come knock them down and believe them and try to stop lead.
You know what's funny though? Mark Golding had the largest margin of victory out of everybody, you know. Yo, that was embarrassing.
And then you come up with garbage. So if Mark Golding for resign, then you have a leadership race, you have factor at the party and put it back at the earth. So you don't give no chance. You think people like that? You don't see them as it.
No, seriously speaking, I don't want to hear any single member of the People's National Party, whether Damian Crawford, I don't business. Me don't want to hear no. I thought about say want to change leader and then something that if me ever hear that, brother, me a pray no like a Judas. Me no business at all. We just come off of one loss on a campaign and I want to say on the behind Marky G. So if you never dey behind Marky G, I would see that that's why we lost the election. And me I go look upon them like a Judas. I mean nah take it back. Me no business at all. Me I go look upon them like a Judas. Is either I want to really support the general I want to never want to support him. And if you never want to support him, me no rate to know. So I don't want to hear this from no member of parliament where they lose or win. Me don't want to hear it. You hear me I tell you? Okay, good.
Then when they resign, if they're not, listen, the man they're not politics, like Mama P in the 70s, you know, Bvrclips, you know. You go look at them from the 70s. Them that leave. Them that leave, they're not coming like
that. The enemy want, you see me?
So two different things in build back the party win the race by the way.
Yeah, because remember say Mr. Golden gained 14 seats also, and there is a potentially 3 more or 2 more after the court case. You understand? Right? Or whatever them do, the appeal and the recount and they look into. Yeah, of course I support him. Exactly, Marsha. You feel me?
No, lass. Then thief it. So when you come with this, when you tell them to say, I want to stop thief, stop by vote, I got to go and go in with you. No, we don't want honest people around there, you know. Because we don't feed off of the tree, we don't have some shit. Let me start this and go in with them, big dirty things in case, yeah? Yes? So, like that. Yeah? And then, you know, somebody dark this morning had to say, Bvrclips asked Mark if the man resign. No, them girls can't vote. And this is how they don't slave like them. Don't tell them don't. Yes. Yeah. See? Tell you them don't. You know, them spread these things, but they never say a cartoon, them reading a cartoon and say Bvrclips asked Mark if the man resign. Say Mark who was as the opposition leader. Then you have a leader contest. And then you destroy that way of back, you know, destroy completely. So Andrew could do anything we want to do. So these are them big dirty thinking like people like that. Just build back the party. Just build it back. Yeah. You understand? Because them try, let go, and them make money out of the criminal notes, you know, them. Yeah. Big dirty thing to get boycott. Because you see that question, the thing they put out a cartoon with Pat Buchanan and Andrew and Eva, you see my when with the man. What about that? And you see him stop the place and I can see when he put on a cartoon there. He don't find favor with everybody. But no, you come up with bullshit. And then Big Mama sees fan that no cartoon and you have to, you know, she did resign. Mama P, they plan to resign. After them telling that she plan to resign. She say that. Yeah, she plan to retire. She shall resign from the post and go retire. Yes? Yeah. Don't keep on Mama P. She ban 9 parties, you know. It's a bit, right? Don't somewhere around this way. They're from the 70s, them about, don't it? Eh? Yeah. Peter say if they lose this, yeah, he might resign from that. And see my leader.
Yeah, it is a media coordinated attempt to destabilize the People's National Party. They really don't want the opposition. They want to have a dictatorship country. There are some people out there that is with this agenda. Whether they understand the end game of it or not, there are some people out there that really is with this 1 p.m. foolishness, you get me? So, but it is what it is, man. We're here to educate and reason the thing, don't.
Him leave, you know. You don't listen to him.
Oh, that my Bolo no Patricia, what's up, baby?
Asking that him leave. See? So you're doing this after not going get it back. You are trying to break it down and come up with fuck about the PMP that asks this. Who's PMP that asks something like this? Unless you have ulterior motive and a piece of fucking shit. Who would have asked this? Who's PMP that question mark Wolin? Unless they have a flip-flop label like, who?
Why Patrice haven't there, you know?
Eh? Who would have asked that? A man with them clean hands. And they were the vampire criminals. Eh? And somebody will want to go back to Jamaica.
Marcia, how you doing?
And that me say, you know. Yes. And that me say. So cleaner, you forget boy cat. You should have put hands on it with a ballot box. Yeah? And bucket and I run out 5 months. Give me it back. Something and that is up take care of everybody. Yeah? But when you come out with something, boy, you have to talk point when them just keep at it back.
The media not really surprised me, you know. The media pivoted themselves in the election while still backing Andrew Honest, the entire media. You understand? We say I hear some things I want to join. Let me send them one request. Hear what you say. Watch out. You know want to join? Okay, alright, cool.
But see the mama your people. Big dirty thinking, mama. Big dirty trap.
Bless up yourself, Marika McCoy. What a name, Marika McCoy. Big up yourself, Marika McCoy. Oh yeah, man, October 13th, I'm got a court with the IC, yeah. That is accurate.
That's our mama. And them don't screw. Big dirty thinking, them don't.
Yeah, man, that's your word, man.
You know. Yeah? Them dunks, you know. Extra dunks, you know. Till them buck. Big dirty and stink. In put out thing for Peter and PJ participate. Listen. I went to our analysis and them thing. The boy him dirty and stink. Big dirty thinking, just hear this. You never seen a dunk like that before. Nothing but boom balls and dunks like him.
Ramp with them, yo.
Him and the dunks have them, dunks that I need them me over there. So, baby, I don't know how them center journalists. That piece of shit. Him and Big Mama them. Yeah, bitch. Look at this. Yeah, this and tell me if this makes sense. A cartoon. But I not expect Green to come with a cartoon.
People, everybody were there on the live. If you have not signed the Magnitsky Act, I need you to hit me up on WhatsApp. All of my moderators supposed to have my number, so I can put it in the TikTok chat. And for the people that are over YouTube, which moderator may have over here, sir? I'm going to see the moderator over here, so from the start the live. Oh, Velma is here. Velma, if you're still here, Karen is here. Karen, you can put my number in our chat. Anybody want to sign the Magnitsky Act, the Will Rattigan thing, and I'm going to find the Auditor General letter where everybody will sign. I'm going to link up with Mystic and get the link. As a matter of fact, let me text him now.
It's on the editorial page of the Gleaner, and I'm going to put it up for you and read it for you. Yes, on our nationwide 90 FM
YouTube live page. And it shows the former PNP presidents, Portia Simpson Miller and Peter Phillips and Mark Golding. And Sister P is saying to Peter Phillips, when I lost to Andrew, I resigned.
So she never said that. Then not said this. It's a cartoon with a lie. Mama P, I leave. And she, yes, says she not leave. And Peter Phillips get it. Yeah. Then Peter Mountain and him, you have the winner of 2019. Peter Phillips prevail and win. Yeah. Them win. And 2020, and you see the split. And them attack. When them attack, them end up with 14. Because most 100,000 Jamaican never come out. The pandemic and the split. Mark Golding, double that 100%. I'm a top him win the whole thing. Then teach it, front of the eye. Why the cleaner, when we do one of this, it'll come and put up this. And I said, she said that when I go up to Andrew, nobody never call nasty criminal Andrew when it's in the mouth. Mama P never call him so when I last. When Mama P said it, the word. Why they come with a lie, with a cartoon and repeat a lie, and say it and say Mama P said.
Hey, Latanya from TikTok, big up yourself. You get a message. Respect, yeah? Never said anything them where you forget after hey, you know so them people are not use it though. Hey, a cartoon them when they pan cleaner them than normal, you know. Yeah man, put my number in the chat, Latanya. For people who want to get the Magnitsky app to sign, as me say. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call Mystic right now. I'm going to call him right now. And tell him to please send me that link now. Come through, Mystic. I know it's, well, you're not soon go live, but you'll go live later. Come through, my boss. Oh, man. Come on. I'm not call him back, eh? If you don't answer, I'm not call him back. Yeah, man, see me number the people. Oh, sorry about that, Patricia. What you say? Andrew can't swear in right now. I don't know about no swearing in a Patricia. I'm not worried about it neither. Just I watch God work. Alright, I'm gonna get Mystic. So I'm gonna call him back. I'm done message him already. So eventually I will have what is something for the pin it? People link me on WhatsApp. But I know you know give me a message. That give me you. Alright, pin the comment. It is pinned. People see my number there. See the number they pin. Alright. WhatsApp me. Forget the Magnitsky link and also forget the Auditor General, the request for investigation with the Auditor General. All them $3 trillion there and then something 1.4 billion if you bust them everything. But I forget them thing they investigated. It can't work. Cannot work.
That makes sense.
Time for we the people take things in our own hands in terms of legally, isn't it? Time for we the people take things in our own hands legally. And the key word is legally. You hear that?
In our politics, what's a councillor?
Why the people
don't say parliament for much years?
I tell them some go dark and them just go on.
And then Peter about him leave too. Peter Phillips, him leave too. Yeah, can you remember the race and split up the thing and then I just see that. That's why I'm calling the election so early. So when you see that like him beat him now waiting up. Then him have a next year and could have
exactly, Marshall. It didn't actually work out how they planned it, you know?
Peter Bunting and Peter Phillips got it. And Peter Phillips retained the leadership.
Oh, it look like some live disconnected.
And then they don't trust them. And then take the election, it just mash them up.
No man, me talk about YouTube, the numbers them when I drop fast and anytime you see that means something wrong with the connection. That's been happening from the other day. I've been getting attacked. My lives have been getting a lot of attacks from the other day. both on TikTok and on YouTube. See, right now, people F1, because I see thing happen over here, so. I see thing happen.
Leadership race. When destroy the PNP, let them time to build back. Yeah? And that them a look. This, nobody now have this and tell Mark Gordon could come tell the people to me have his side. Can them not vex?
Not vex too.
You understand?
Not vex.
You know what I mean? When you just we can have it now.
We say end this and come back and that me I'm do.
See them keep back one.
That's exactly what I'm do.
I'm a tough fucking lose. Them take them on the gear, them they can train up. If lose more than that, thief them easy. We know. Yeah? What a suppression buying vote and our rig. And the police them. So we know everything we see in front of it. Yeah. Yes. You see me I say? See? So they might try to split the plate there, so no, that man not too strong. He does mass up last year in a local government.
What go on this one? No lot on them. In a TikTok when I talk about. Sorry for sorry for the confusion, guys. That was TikTok, not this one. Yeah, see, there's something wrong. Even my computer.
So me have like no yes when I talk. 437,000. Popular vote. PNP 430. Couple hundred. In a 2020, after the split of the PNP, devastation split. And I like him, if he's popular, I'm telling him before he's not popular. I just tell him and the criminality, he move. He should have been in BS, it's not bill. In BS swing and it stays swing. In a 2020, after the big split, PNP gets 300 and something thousand, 300 and 10,000.
What go on, Michelle?
Over 100 and something thousand still home. Them no vote. To the pandemic and to the split. Because people vex. Okay? So them no come out. Okay? Him gets 407, nearly 408,000.
Yeah, man.
Vote. 408,000.
I mean, turn off the camera.
Billion. Remember, Andrew the popular and supposed to have been the money get 438. For 2016, instead of 450, 500. I saw you know same popular people like man in my bill. 2016, him can't chapter that all now. This is by vote, even voting and pay to go home and pay people to come vote. That one I know. Look at it, say 413,000. If not, then when you're 437. If not, then we are here, we are no. So I'm not popular as they believe. All I say, all them do is the criminality. Yeah, it can't be it up.
You see what they do, bro?
So this guy did do something good and unpopular. In the past 437 long time, can't repeat it. Cannot. I'm not going to work at the election and the one bag of things and get the EOJ involved and the police them and vote of suppression from them. Send one people 5 o'clock. You think clean like that pressure for expand that because
come on, blessings. May I go dark again?
No, and then long line. You think green like that do an article and say, listen, we are come from slavery. Yeah? Let me do some real talk here. We are come from slavery. And look how people dead for this. Some of them know that's why they're maroon now. That's why they let them maroon. Yes. Because people think maroon is that tribe, was not tribe. See? You maroon now. If you get it up, yes. See? Yes. So look how people suffer for this. We have sisters.
Yes. And what can you do then?
Yeah. And we get the freedom to choose. Yeah. To run the future. And then turn and corrupt that and do criminality. Because that's a criminal act to buy vote and to sell a vote. But you know, Andrew win the election. Andrew win is, we say you're clean, you have so much suspicion, you have so much corruption that you still, you and your minions, them have to turn and buy vote and do voter suppression. Yeah, and use the police against the vote of them. And use EOJ to stop the people them from vote and send them home. This is a goddamn disgrace. Disgrace! And it's a criminal act. When we get police for these things. And then you come off 1x. 1x. It takes you 3 and 4 hours just to it down. Last year, in the local government, they never store it like this. So it was a deliberate plan and act to store it down because you have to, yo, we can't make them win enough. We are going to our prison. The big boys, they're behind the trail. Nobody PS out there behind this trail. Let me just tell you, they're behind it. Thief it. You can't win otherwise, you have to thief it. If you don't thief it, Mark Golden roll over you. You have to thief the election. Yeah. You understand? You have to thief the election.
Big mama know what big dirty thinking mama wear. I taking and not give. Right? I tell we know one dictate to the people them. She say yes, tell my whole in this side. So much at the party, big mama. Big dirty don't say thinking mama and big dirty thinking cleaner. And the Jackson Miller and big dirty thinking. The nasty big dirty don't one when them drives there. Can dance. The fool and dance. Yes?
Damn man, hey. Yeah, you gotta love, you gotta love.
It's a robust. Another thing, we lost Steve McGregor lost his seat, well, temporarily, because I hope the PNP, along with their leader, they are putting all of this information together and going to come to the country with something as the way forward, right?
Yeah.
The people need to understand that the PNP is still strong with their 28, because for the government, you have a 2/3 majority in the parliament. You need to have 42 seats.
Yes, you're correct with that.
That is unlikely for them to get that.
It cannot happen.
They can't get that.
Yes.
There's no way they can get that. And I think the JLP, they are free.
Well,
because they have a robust opposition.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Like when they have the ball.
No.
It's a different ball game.
Different ball game.
You see, so they will have to come good, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I heard Milton Pot talking about the church, and he's correct. There are a lot of churches who have sold out to the government.
Yes.
And it is frightening. And you know, when he said that, I wrote an article on that long before the election. I'm going to send it to you and you can have a read it. Because I've sent it out to a lot of people. Right? Where I was at I am a Christian, and I was at a leadership meeting. And one leader said something that said that if he could catch Nigel Clark, he would give him a beating. And I heard another leader, a Christian, respond. And you could tell that he was upset by what the gentleman said. And let me tell you something, it ripped my heart out, you know.
Yes.
I sat here for the entire duration of the meeting, you know. I don't think I heard what went up, because I was just concerned about what the gentleman said. And that's what led me to write the article.
Yes.
Because I said to myself,
let me do it.
Actually, you're already on. Yes. Look on this baby. Look on this baby.
All them talk about Paul Popmore thing.
This time we're gonna do this right.
Need to be covered. It is open to address the issue.
Throughout in length and breadth of Jamaica, let me see.
My wisdom warrant and a run because I'm
from Manchester. School resumed Tuesday after disgruntled parents staged a protest at the Middleton Primary School.
Latanya, you find me?
It's been far too long. Yeah, I've been kind of busy.
In St. Thomas Monday over what the state of the school. A meeting is scheduled for Thursday to address the issues. Karen Simpson reports.
Padlocks and chains greeted students at the Middleton Primary School in St. Thomas on the first day of the new school year Monday. The police and firefighters were called to intervene after students were barred from entering the compound. The reason? Unsanitary conditions, among other issues.
The staff bathroom is running, and we have a lot of small children here. The pit needs to be covered. It is open, and as you can see, small children are coming here. That's my concern.
Sometimes the one bathroom I use, so the boys and girls have to be using the one bathroom.
But that's not their only concern.
We need teachers. Every year, we don't have a grade 1 teacher or a grade 2 teacher. Sometimes the teachers have to be teaching 2 classrooms.
And security is also a concern at the institution. President of the Parent Teacher Association, Donna Campbell, says money was obtained through fundraising to erect a perimeter fence, but nothing was done.
The bathroom again, if the place is open, I am the one who go out, collect money and bring everything. Give my money to the there is no fence in one. So she got to tell me where's the money.
Yes, sir.
I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok and the other phone. But I'm sorting out some uniforms for my daughter. So as soon as I'm finished, I'll get back over
Should I
there.
tell me to start over the live on TikTok? I start here about the people. I'm not a chance to. So you go.
I don't know what's going on. I guess somebody else is live. And because of that now. So here what's wrong with TikTok now. I was watching Robian. and I realized it was 6 o'clock. I get the notification that she was live, and she was live before 5 o'clock. So that's TikTok problem.
I mean, it's a similar problem over on YouTube as well, to be honest with you.
It's their problem. It's not your problem. It's their problem. They're not notifying the people them like maybe exact time that you go on.
Right.
So because of that, the people who normally would have been here, they're not notified, so that's why they don't come on.
Yeah, man. Me know, man. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
I can do that.
The parents are calling for the issues to be urgently addressed.
You cannot work my school. We have long holiday. You can't work my school like this. Without no picnic already. The principal is supposed to look on them things there. You see me? It no benefit, no good for the picnic, them brother. We don't want to lock down the school because the school just a build up back. They match it up already and we are trying to build it back. So it don't make no sense, brother. They match down the school again. I want justice. I want a real thing to deal with the school. I want the best primary school was. So I want to reach back to square one. We ask them please to come look. Who to come look, come look.
A meeting is scheduled between school administrators and the relevant stakeholders Thursday to address the issues.
Daryl says if you live in a glass house, don't throw no bomb clock stone.
Politics in short order. But Daryl, our time, 6 months to a year. Our cause that Daryl. Daryl, you never hear the saying what all people say. If you live in a glass house, not throw no bomb clock stone.
This dude.
And you stay right in the house and throw the stone, Daryl. Mash your own glass. Boys in Jamaica, Daryl Vaz have been bringing up Isaac Buchanan past. Referring to Isaac Buchanan as two-time convict. Daryl, our cause all of that. But the same thing Isaac are doing time for and reform himself. Daryl Vaz's name have been calling for the same thing. So our cause that, Daryl, why you want to leave politics now? It's because the investigation are tightened up. It's because the State Department finally put the little knot on the tie. The knot get a little tighter. That's why you leave the politics, Daryl. Come on, Daryl.
Yo.
Me tell you, Daryl, sometime.
Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna be having a good laugh. I'm gonna be having a good laugh in the next few months. I'm just gonna come on my live and play the audio and laugh. Or play the video and laugh. Literally, that's all I'm going to do.
It's an own weapon to farm against yourself. Can you just chat? While you're under investigation, what can go so? Daryl, you must take heed. If you live in a glass house, not throw no more raw stone.
Throw stone.
Cause if you stay in a glass house and fling stone,
yes,
you're gonna mash up the whole of the glass them in your own house. And it look like that you do, Daryl. You mash the blood clot glass them up in your house. I try to fling it outside, fling it down other people. No, sir.
What you just do as I say.
Anyway, Daryl, free up the people them on the beach. Free up the people them up on lagoon. Come on, Daryl. Have a soul now, man. Time for you have a little soul. Have a little soul in your Daryl. And Mary Vaz, if you're a mother, have a little soul, man. Them young man with up on the beach,
so like
when they fix up that the place there for years to make it look like what it is now. Them have children to feed.
Yeah.
Them have all grandmothers to take care of. One soul, one rich already, man. Only have enough money to don't know what to do with it. Me poor people enjoy a little piece of life, no man. Make the fisherman, them and the rafters, them man. Get to buy them girl to Victoria, tell no secret, man. Make the people them can buy a little pro box. So they can really go to hospital. Free up the people them so them can finish building a little 2 room and them build on a little property. What eyes that I go get them title for? Come on, Daryl.
We got T Tara in the building. How you doing, T Tara? Good to see you, love.
Give the people them something, man. No make Portland ancestors them wake up to the past. Way back in the days, the white Caucasian was then get 4 barrel of crackers and 8 barrel of beef. When the governor tell them to come live in the area, and them say black people want to come live, they can get 1 barrel of crackers and 2 barrel of herring. Come on, Daryl. And the same thing we do right now again. We want to make history repeat itself. Free up the people then, Daryl. We do not destroy the Pope then. Work together. Build the country. Build the parish. Let the youth them live. Build up the school, the clinic. Let the young man them feel proud of themselves, man. Them not gonna able to get rich like you, Darrell Vaz and Anne-Marie Vaz. But make them eat a food. Whether them a PNP or them a Labour. Make them eat a food, Darrell Vaz. Stop greedy for yourself. Cause the last time we checked Darrell, me don't see no bumper clot, you all are brings behind the earth. I go and make the rest of the dove cat or anywhere at the resting place. Yes, Jamaica. When them a scrape so much money for? Eh? You don't see the billion.
We got Rose McIntosh in the building. What's up, Rose? Yeah. Hey, you coming from work? That's what's up. You know what I mean? I hope you had a good day at work. I hope everybody good, you know what I'm saying?
With all the billions, man. All the bees just tap him over and blood clot neck and him drop down dead. With all the billions, them scrape. Yeah? Come on. Have a soul. Find spiritualness. Love for people. Love for humanity. Eh? Come on. Make the change, Darrell. Come clean. Now wait till the day when God come for you. Then you try to make amends. Because God said there is no
repentance in the grave.
For the wicked. So you have time now, Darrell, to fix it. Fix East Portland, fix West Portland. Make the people them live. Free up. Come out of the dictatorship business and the cockatoo business, Darrell. Free up the people them in West Portland. And who the people we are going to talk about the people them ungrateful. Portland no longer deserves sardine and rice. And little board down at the hard way for put on the house. Portland deserves better. Portland deserves education, good health care, good farming community, good fishing community, good rafting community, good tourism community. Build back Portland to where it used to be, man.
Some of our guys. No.
Stop the fuck with Jamaica.
Attention you draw will be far too much.
Stop the fuck with.
That is why we need
some man will follow Andrew gone in a destruction. You know, say Andrew lose his soul. Eh? You know, say Andrew lose his soul.
Them no business about that, my general. Them no business about that.
I was told that I'm responsible for the contents of his, his bag.
How is that enough to connect you to someone?
So here's what the technicalities is. I knew the guy, and the connecting factor was the conviction here in Jamaica.
Got you.
Unlike Jamaica, which laws, I will say, are progressive, and it's not too...
Well, say I don't work 11 o'clock. Okay. Rose look like you're up on the night shift. That means, no, I don't know what that means, but I try to assume what you do for your living.
Constitutional protection, let me say that. They have a statute in America called 404B. It's other crimes evidence. So unlike Jamaica, where a jury is not allowed to hear about your conviction, furthermore, a juvenile conviction, they allow it in America.
Got you.
So the indictment would have read, having been convicted for the same offense pursuant to 404B, he's now in the same predicament again. And then they're asked, the question to the jury is, if you find that this person was convicted and is now in the same situation, you're allowed to find guilty.
Oh, wow.
And so that direction would have caused that person to go home and me to...
So that person was cleared?
He was cleared.
Wow.
So my belief, was he innocent? I think so.
Okay.
Accountability under the law, reasonable doubt, not established in my case. So I'm...
People, I'm gonna make a call and come back. I forgot on mute though, yeah? I forgot on mute. Hold on. Sorry about that, good people. Thank you for your patience. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So hold on there. No man, something alright. Something is not right. Okay. What the hell was I playing a while ago? Oh wait there. It's definitely not that. Something ain't right, y'all. What the hell? What the hell? Yo, something just up a while ago. Oh, here
person to go home and me to
So that person was cleared?
He was cleared.
Wow.
My belief, was he innocent? I think so.
Okay.
Accountability under the law, reasonable doubt, not established in my case. So I'm not speaking about guilt or innocence, I'm speaking about the law. Right. Why am I saying that? Because that is what, when I get home, so one thing about me, I talk to God. I might not jump up and jump Oko and all that stuff, but I talk like I'm talking to you now. Apart from a ritual at night, I say, God, what's next? What should I do? You will guide me. And when the judge gave me 120 months in the United States, I'm bad at math, so I'm thinking, okay, 120. When I did the calculation, that's 10 years for those who didn't know. And I said, God, there must be
10 years? That means that Isaac did that prison. Yo, damn, 10 years? Him did the young man. How long Isaac? From 2010. 2010 in this same put out an album? I don't remember, but he put out an album sometime in the early 20s. Maybe 2010, 2012, something like that. Interesting.
Something that you want me to do. So
no, it was actually 2010. I remember because he spoke about it in another interview, and I think that was his reggae album. So I guess he was fresh off of coming out of prison at that time, and he did an album, but it didn't work out. But his father is a musician, his brother, him just not have it like them. How does it go?
I immediately knew I had something to do. I guess that was my philosophy, man. And I searched. I was a Nation of Islam, as a Jew. I was a Christian. I searched for religion. I read the Bible back and front about 2 times, the Quran, the Torah. I realized that religion is all the same, connecting to God, finding that there is a higher power, finding your divinity and your destiny, all of that. But what happened in those 10 years is what was magical for me. I managed to assist persons to get their appeals overturned.
So this what he's talking about right now is when he was in prison, Again, this interview was 4 years ago.
I would get cursed every now and then. He's, yeah, let out people, but you can't let out yourself. You're idiot. Fine. Educated a lot, over 100 Jamaicans to get their GED before returning. And so I was teaching. Didn't know that being in the law library.
Yo, this dude was in prison and he was teaching, helping people to get their GEDs in America. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, look, the way how Yendi Phillips is looking at Isaac Buchanan right now. In this video, Yendi have a crush on Isaac. Like, the man is mine. You can see it on her face. She is absolutely locked in to every single word coming out of this man's mouth. Yo, I gotta show y'all this. This is, man, look at Yendi's face, bro. Look at Yendi's face.
We have no other leads.
Yo, look at Yendi's face, yo. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. This is a woman that is locked in, right? Yo, she really likes Isaac.
Bring him in alive.
She really likes Isaac, like in her real life. She respect him. I don't Silk Boss. Oh yeah, the youth they were always about in them song. Mama, yeah, you there? Yeah, him. Mama is about them. Oh, let me show you Yendi Phillips' face, yo, like for real. Yendi is out here crushing. Like seriously, look at that. Look at her face. Oh man, jeez, man, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Yendi is out here. What's GG1? What's GG1? What's that? Any of my moderator them there? Anne-Marie, big up yourself and thanks to the father. Yeah, what you mean you not see nothing? Me show up on the TikTok a while ago. Yo, hold up, man. Yo, y'all tripping. Look on you in the face. Look on you in the face, Miss Phillips. Look on her face. Yo, she likes Isaac, bro. Real talk. No cap. No cap. If I one thing me know, say me can read, I them something there. Yendi body, she is locked into, like she is, you know when you talk to somebody and then distracted? No, she's not distracted. She's all the way locked in to every non-verbal or verbal communication that is coming from Isaac Buchanan. Facts. And then the setting what them have, it does worse than thing. Cause the setting have a little comfortability about it. So them sit down and you know them have the all type of flowers and you know what I say? The setting does different. I think that's our brand. You have to respect it. I mean, she is a very successful content creator in Bvrclips. She already had, you know, she monetized her fame, and that's dope. I think everybody should do that. Why not? Why would you not monetize your actual pull in terms of people and the notoriety and stuff like that? We live in that age, man. You have to capitalize on those things. And you never know where it can take you because, you know what I mean, it can mean like investment or endorsement, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Teaching in the education department, doing the fitness and all of that. I didn't know that when I get back to Jamaica, I'm now equipped to do so many things.
So you did the entire 10 years?
I did minus the good conduct.
Right.
So I would have done 9 years. Not that thing, but nine years and some months out of it.
Wow.
Right.
You returned to Jamaica. How old are you now upon return?
30. I'm going to be 30 in.
Oh, so if you're maths out that, him did young bad brother. Him when I like 19, 2021, 2019, 20 or 19 there about. Because if him left after 10 years and him my youth, him a local youth. Him does when them say a piece not even born grass, 20-year-old? No man, him a local youth man. So it's easy for somebody to take advantage of him and because of naivety. That's simple, that's like 1 tree.
In the December.
Wow.
So I'm August 21st, I'm just let out. They didn't have Haram barracks where they deport you. You just let out at Central and you're like,
what now?
If you have family, they pick you up. If you don't, that's it. Well, fortunately for me, even before I got into the Central Police Station, my father was there.
Yeah.
So it was like, and everybody's like, dig you. So I know he's there. I'm excited. And my father received me like a prodigal son who was gone for all these years. And he said one thing to me, be patient.
Really? I was going to ask you what he thought of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, all the time he was like...
Yo, imagine you come out of prison after 10 years and your father look upon you and say, be patient. You know how hard that is? Bro, I just wasted 10 years in prison and you're telling me to be patient? Yo, I feel like this, brother. You gotta go take character for you actually be patient. I think it is drugs. Yeah, drugs. So his story is that he was told he was bringing money, but it was drugs. And then the second situation, the person, the contents of a person's or other person's bag was put on him. And because of the second offense and them looking back at the first offense, he got 10 years. That's what he was just explaining. I never knew this story until tonight. I never did listen. It's the first time I actually listened to that interview here with Yendi Phillips and him. And you can go up on Yendi Phillips' page. It's YENDI Phillips, PHILLIPPS, 2 P's at the end. Phillips. Everybody knows how to spell Phillips. So you can go up on our page. It was a year ago. It said, Beauty in the Ashes, convicted and deported. Isaac Buchanan rights the wrong of the justice system. That's the title of the video. You know what I mean?
Like, be patient and live.
Y'all know, hey, listen, man. I always try to give credit to the content creators that I'm actually checking out their video. Even if it's on audio, I really try to make sure that I give credit to all of the content creators. You see me?
And this is why I'm seeing my father, and he has more gray hairs. That his hair is whiter than your shirt, and I'm like, I know I did that because he worried about me. He worried about me, and he was happy that I was returned. And when I would go on the road, he'd be afraid. And then other things started happening on my return. So I'm trying to do everything right. I got projects with the United Nations and Sister and Theatre Collectives, and I'm going into inner cities and I'm teaching kids to play the guitar, and I'm Superman, I'm prepared to save the world. And no matter how much you do, the negativity is so much. And then that thing would come up. Somebody would say, oh, you get job at UN and you're a big convict, and they'll tell. And some people would say it's okay, but you're treated different after you disclose the conviction.
And really and truly, in all technicality, guilt and innocence aside, if you've done the time, that should be it.
I believe so.
I've paid the price.
More than that, we should encourage persons to own their conviction.
Right.
The crux of rehabilitation is accepting responsibility, respecting the court. After you have exhausted your appeals, you're no longer an appellant, and you are guilty, you respect that. You said, well, forget about the guilt and innocent part. The court has deemed you guilty. It's time for you to rehabilitate, so that you can function in society.
Right. And actually heal. And process and move forward.
Right. So there is a particular thing that you do now as somebody who is convicted. You are bound to be selfless. You are bound now. The conviction bounds you to be the greatest version, the best version of yourself. And you owe it to yourself
to be the best version of
and
yourself.
Contributing to society. So
speaking of becoming the best version of yourself, you decide to continue your education.
Well, I decided I'm going to be an artist like my father. I made my song, and I made a music video, Dance the Night Away, and I have my shirt off and my chest big, and premiered on ER. Anthony Miller premiered it. Like, I'm going to be the big artist. And I did my songs, about 17 tracks. I have my album. And my aunt, it's not my real aunt, but my aunt, Patricia Ebanks, she says to me, there is a barber. You need to go and see him. He will bless the CD and give you the clearance. I took my CD to him. We sat in a circle just like this. Put the CD down, and he has 5 stones. And my face is like yours, because I'm like, I'm going to be a star. And he drops the stones on the CD. And the stones went all over the place. He didn't have to tell me what that meant, I knew something.
Yo, the first time I heard this story was the other day on Jeffrey interview. But he said this 4 years ago. That's interesting.
He was wrong. And he says, you have a brother? I said, yeah. He says, well, he's Michael. You're Tito. This right here is so doggone. Yes. So I know. He says, but don't worry, man, don't bother get vexed and kill up yourself, because you're gonna be a lawyer, because that's what's in. That's what he said. You're going to be an attorney at law. You're going to be the person that does the contracts and protect your father's music and your brother's music. He didn't know me from anywhere, but I never told him who my father was, anything like that. He didn't have the opportunity to Google me and research me or any connection, and he said that. I was upset. I drove home, left my aunt there, was straight up to her place.
Madman this.
Yeah, and I go up and I knock at the door to go complain to her, and then I realized I left her at the location.
The way you vex.
Yeah, and I had to drive back to her, and the Baba said to me, "You're going to be fine." And circumstances, I'm at my home, not even 2 weeks or a month later, and I'm having issues with a tenant who calls the police and say, the deportee boy is trying to break into my house. The house she's referring to is my property, and she's my tenant. And the police came and they treated me like a deportee and put handcuffs on me. And I went before the court and I spoke up for myself. And the judge there said, "Boy, the way you can talk, man, you need to be a lawyer." And that was, next thing I know, I'm working in a law firm. And then that lawyer says to me, "Man, you're doing good, man. You should sign up for UWI and do law." And he sat by the computer and he did the application, and UWI accepted me.
Wow.
Next thing I know, I'm at UWI and I started. Adult students, all these little 18-year-olds, 18 to 20-year-olds, you know. But I'm happy to be at the university, and I know this is my opportunity. And fast forward, first set of exam, all A's.
Yeah.
So I said, no man, I'm bright. I keep on happy to say that, but the experience was amazing.
Yeah.
I was taught by some of the greatest minds in this country, and they're right there at the Faculty of Law. Tracy Robinson, Professor Codilini, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Matthews. I could call all of them, but as you speak to these people again, black people.
Yes.
Brilliant people. They're so educated that nothing bothers them. You go to them and say, "Hi, I was convicted." They say, "Okay, and you're more than that."
That's right. Oh,
and I was at a place where I felt human again.
Yes, yes.
I wasn't afraid to own my truth.
That's right.
And that's the aspect of the UWification I'm talking about. So I'm UWicated and I'm showing love, and I even entered Mr. Law.
Oh!
I won. I became Mr. Law. The young boys who felt like...
Oh, stop this.
You know, but anyway. I had to put that in because you are allowed to do. I have since passed it on, but have encouraged because I'm an adjunct lecturer at the faculty now.
Nice.
So I get the opportunity to also encourage students to ensure that they enter, build self-confidence. It's a part of learning about advocacy and not being afraid to speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. So people think that it was just some beauty pageant and didn't belong. It had a place.
This is everything that Isaac just said is what I want to say when people ask if pageants are outdated.
Yeah, pageants aren't outdated.
Yeah.
You know, you have to...
My answer is what Isaac said.
Yeah.
So, you've completed your law degree.
Mm-hmm.
You are sitting the bar.
Mm-hmm.
You have got that phone call that you have passed the bar, and you are called to the bar on what date?
The 12th of the 12th, 2017, on my birthday.
If that is not prophetic, I don't know what is.
And it wasn't planned, it wasn't asked for. I had a complicated application, which was approved late. And when I went to the registry, there was no date for me to be attached to the general calling. So it was a private calling, as in by myself, my family and persons. And it just so happened, as I'm pleading with the registrar for a date, a judge walks into the room to ask her about things to do with the court. Justice Martingale, the same judge that I first saw when I was 17.
Oh my.
And he says, "I will do it, but I'm only available on the 12th. And that's how I got that date.
If that is not serendipitous, I don't know what is, because it's your first introduction. So the first time you walk into court, that was a judge who recused himself. Your birthday is the 12th of the 12th.
Yes.
You're being called to the bar on the 12th of the 12th by that judge who first saw you. If that's not literally like a rebirth and like a stepping into like a new year with a new purpose, a new phase of your life, no man. You don't see that?
No man, I was aware of it.
Tell me you don't look at that and still your vibes are like, yo.
All the time. It happens every year. Every year on my birthday, I feel the rebirth.
Yes.
There's no words, but I can tell you that I'm reminded of the importance of second chances. And I must say this, I was afraid of becoming 40. When I landed in 2008, I was terrified of what that 10 years would bring.
Right.
The pressure to restore my life.
Yes.
And law was not in
the cards at the time.
It certainly wasn't in my 5-year plan.
Yeah.
And so it was redemption. It was a second lease on life, which I don't take lightly. Which is why I'm a human rights attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So I must say this: majority of the cases that I do, pro bono. I assist persons, I assess the cases, I look for the human rights violations, and I do it. I sound like a broken record every time I go before a judge and I say, the Constitution says. And when I do cases that maybe it would appear to be controversial. Sometimes they become personal. For instance, the Rasta case. Am I affected by it? Well, yesterday I opened the paper and the Ministry of Education is telling educators, do not bar students because their hairstyle.
Come sit in their exams.
How do I feel about that? Having gone to the court and begging the court not to allow a school to violate a child's right because she had dreadlocks hair, Afro-eccentric hair. Sad. Am I outraged? Maybe not my place to be. But that same 400 years of slavery is certainly acting that educators who are there to educate are depriving students to be the best versions of themselves, barring them from sitting exams because in a pandemic, we don't cut our hair and we don't comb our hair because we're learning from home.
But also, pandemic or not, my biggest issue is, let's just call it self-acceptance.
That's what it is.
Be so grateful that youngsters are so comfortable with their hair doing what it does straight from their scalp that we should be like, yeah.
But I'm mindful. The way my mind works is the ministry should go and check if those educators own a hairdresser or if their son is a barber or, have some interest in grooming. Because if that is your concern, you have missed the mark.
Entirely. They're much bigger fish that we should be frying.
Thank you.
So
it is those things that the Constitution, which is the done of all dones, so nothing I'm saying is to come across as being arrogant.
No.
But to say that, listen, when it comes to humanizing people, look to the Constitution. Find out, because today for you, tomorrow for me. And I'm sure this pandemic would have revealed that.
Absolutely.
So when persons was like, oh, those people down there who can't behave themselves, give them Zozo, give them SOE. Now you have to go home at night and you can't keep your uptown parties like you want to, and you can't do the things you want to freely. And when you do it, you're in breach of the law, your Prime Minister's law. And it shows up society in ways that I smile when I go to sleep at night, because it shows there are two Jamaicas existing at once, and the hypocrisy will make you look bad, and you have to self-check. And that's all I'll say on that.
Period.
Yes.
Absolutely. Of all the cases that you've worked on so far, is there any that's like, it just does something different to you inside that particular case?
All of them.
Yeah.
But I think for me, the one that was urgent and I was important to react to was George Williams. Just discovering, again, we don't take mental health seriously in our society. Not because we don't want to, but I just don't think we're equipped for it.
How long was he behind bars for?
50 years.
With no trial?
No trial.
Unbelievable.
No trial. And his life, his story in and of itself, his mother tried for years, 30 of those years, to get him before the court. And she died. And she wanted to see her son. So this is a man who, when I go to the prison, I used to go before COVID every Saturday to see clients, to just make sure that persons were even understanding the law. So I also I used to be with Jamaicans for Justice, and then I work closely with Stand Up for Jamaica now with Miss Carla Galato. So I would go into the prison, not saying anything, not doing anything. So when the Indicom report came out, and Stand Up for Jamaica indicated that George Williams was somebody, and I went, saw the file, and got was to interview him, and humble man, and I was shocked. The same man that was sitting there, that's George Williams. And I said to him, for him it was like, here we go again, because I'm not going to have my day. And I said, the next time you see me, you will have your day in court. And I went home and did behaviors, took consultation, and I worked closely with John Clark, another attorney, and we wrote to the DPP, and there was a response, and it was a national thing. So I have to say that everybody responded. The judge, Justice Stephanie Jackson Hazley, she responded. So I'm not going to say that I know the law more than any other lawyer. I'm just happy that I was one who had the time to make the application. The DPP, she ensured that she exercised her powers under the Constitution, personally came and made her contribution, and collectively, the court, the prosecution, the defense attorneys, we got him out. And, he said freedom, so I always remember that. But again, as I said, constitutionally, it's not just the 50 years. It was a state of emergency where you had young men who weren't committing crimes that were detained for 18 months, for long periods, not committing crimes, no evidence, not an iota of evidence that could be put before a criminal court to say these persons are criminals. And that's a danger. So a lot of them are nameless and faceless, but believe me, a day in prison, I can tell you, is like 1,000 years in eyesight.
And it changes you.
And it changes you. It changes you. So I must say to you, we are now, when the lockdowns come, and it is almost like post-traumatic stress disorder to have to be detained and incarcerated. It's for a good cause. We don't understand COVID yet, but just appreciate that. And then I'm always fighting. Listen, when we understand the Constitution, maybe people will change their minds about questions as to the fighting for a national treasure's rights, the Vybz Cartel, and his case and his co-defendants, and what the Constitution requires for a trial of that magnitude, and the safeguards within the Constitutions, that is important. And so it's before the Privy Council now, so I won't say much on it, but the Privy Council will answer and certainly clarify the law and position as to how to go about, the breaches in his case. It's a constitutional case.
Is it?
It is a constitutional case. And we should all have an interest, a public interest, in ensuring our rights are protected. Not because of who the defendant is.
True.
It is that it might be. That's all it is.
That's that part.
That's the part.
That part.
Exactly.
It might be you. Because the Constitution is designed to protect all of us.
And when I say all of us, members of the JCF, members of the JDF, if you are a citizen and a son or daughter of this country, you would be surprised the ways in which a pub body can violate your Constitution.
People.
By simply this one. For instance, you are a female. I'm raising this, and I hope it makes the cut. Let me say it that way. A female should, more than anybody in this country, have the right to bear arms. We are a high crime society that is plagued with crime and violence. A young lady was shot in her home.
Interesting.
I see her beautiful. It's as if we just destroying the beauty of this country. But she was killed this week, if not yesterday, the day before. She was just in her house and she was shot. But appreciating that you need the right to bear arms, because if you're not being abused, if you're not being sexually harassed, you're being molested, you're being raped, you're being put in. You understand? And women have a certain amount of independence now, which invites violence, because on a voice strong because on the paycheck heavy nowadays.
But also, it's deemed by many insecure men to be emasculating.
Exactly. So
when in fact it should not be emasculating for the man, but empowering to see a woman so empowered.
All right. So this is why when Pinky and her hair salon and nail store presents herself to FLA and says, I need a firearm because I'm a business owner. And they say, what to do? I own my hairdressing parlor. I have 4 hairdressers working for me, and I need to protect my business because her address is Kingston 13 or 12. They said, you don't need the gun. But it's to protect your life and liberty. So when they just arbitrarily deny her, she has no conviction, she has nothing, but they just don't like her address. That's a constitutional violation. But it cannot be that every single thing we need, we have to run to the court to get declarations to say we have this right.
Correct.
It is our right, and it should be afforded to us, all of us.
Absolutely.
So those are the things that I live my life daily trying to navigate. So that women in Parliament who should speak out against domestic violence.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't tolerate it. They shouldn't accept it. They should make statements like, I know what the law says, but my moral compass says otherwise. And the people who put me here, I don't speak for them, who will. Absolutely. And nobody should fault you for that. That is your role as a spokesperson.
A leader in the nation.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes. Because nobody can fault me as a male who say, well, I know my business that. I know me I get liquids too, because I'm a man. You understand?
Absolutely.
But you leave that.
What do you say to the youngster who feels as though they've made some wrong turns? Life has been chaotic. Nothing has felt like it's gone right. And they are not able to see the silver lining on the cloud that's currently hovering over them. What do you say to that youngster?
All right, so that youngster, it's not that they're not able to see. They are not given the room and the freedom to express the thoughts and ideas. You know, we live in a society where when you feel something, even as a man, you can't even say to your brethren, I'm scared.
Talk truth.
That's a freedom of expression, you know. Right, that's not for you. So you see, you're restricted. Young people who are finding themselves a movie in Black Hollywood, Black actors can only be gangsters or gay. Those are the roles.
Black women can only be ratchets.
Yeah. If you're not a hood, if you're not stripping and you're not carrying on, you don't get a role. You know, you can't be like in this society. The beauty of this society, our DPP is a female.
Yes.
Majority of our judges are females, powerful and competent.
Yes.
Most of them UAK'd, but
somebody from UAK.
that's where I get my liberation, so I have to speak on it. And you know, these roles aren't. I mean, the best we have at it was Annalise Keaton.
Yes.
And she was get away with murder. You know, and Olivia Pope as power. But you know, we have forgotten that Portia Simpson, who, you know, the Honorable Portia Simpson, was born on my birthday, I must say.
She sure is.
You know,
12.
she shattered the glass ceiling that Hillary Clinton, a white woman, wasn't allowed to do.
Oh, I did not draw that parallel.
No, that's very, very important, because we spend a lot of time saying that she was not bright and she was this and she was that. But her greatness will show, because forever and forever.
She will be the first as well.
No, not only, but she's the first and currently the only.
Correct.
So when it looks good on paper. Yes?
Correct.
And the next achievement, whether Miss Kamala Harris is accepting of her Jamaican roots or not, is the greatness that is being a Jamaican is always showing on the stage. I can speak, you know, it kind of is important as to what Marcus Garvey did for Malcolm X and Martin Luther.
Yes.
What Usain Bolt has done, what Bob Marley has done, what the greatness of Jamaica.
Yes.
So that is what we need to protect, our heritage. It's few of us, and we are like gems and pearls in the larger aspect. So when I say I'm madman and I talk to him, yeah, you can say I'm mad, but I realize that that's one of us, and he might have the answer to the problems.
Absolutely.
And so we address mental health, so that we don't have to read the news and trying to ask ourselves, why would a woman want to drive off of Flatbridge? Damaging. Why would a child say he wants to be a gunman? And then the entire society says he needs correction, he needs this. When he's expressing himself, and in first world countries, kids, black and white, are at the gun range using guns to be able to make the determination how to be responsible with it. So by the time I'm 18, I'm not in a gap. How to be exposed to things so we know to say no. Way before social media, my parents was very clear on what child molestation is. When mother and father tell you, if male or female touch you, come tell me. So if I'm at school and my teacher touch me, even with a duster because I taught him too much, this was always my response. Me, I tell my father. Because communication and expression is what is important.
Yes. And that should never be silenced.
Exactly.
Never.
So that is the aspect of it that is important for me.
I said thank you. I feel like I want to go and study law. No, I don't actually. Actually, do you know, fun and joke aside, do you know that similarly to what you were sharing, it's often been said to me that I'm so good at arguing my way out of issues and problems.
You should do law. But I would hope that you should take that on. You should. Why you look at me like that? I
know you were also a comedian.
No, man, listen. I have students who are 55, like 60, and that's the beauty of the law, you know, there's no expiration.
Very true.
And some of the senior attorneys are, listen, when you see them, they have everything in their head.
Yeah.
their cognitive ability is not lost on them.
Yeah.
And same for judges. And except for statute that causes some of them to retire, there's no expiration on it. And so if you take it on, it's welcome.
I'm really glad. I'm extremely grateful that you didn't stop. I'm really grateful that you continued and you pushed the bar. You raised it several notches and you now execute in what I think is one of the most beautiful aspects of executing the law, and it's in the support of the rights of human beings. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It's like the perfect icing on the cake of your story. It really is.
Thank you.
It truly is. Yeah. Well done. Thank you so much. Really and truly. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate you sharing.
Thank you.
Hey, man. First time listening to that interview, and shout out to Andy Phillips, man.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
I know where the signal's been routed. Okay, call Gus right away. I'm on my way. Wait a minute. You better have a look at this here.
Man, oh man. Wow. That's dope. I don't think I want to go any further. I'm going to just leave it there. I've been on here for 2 hours and 2.5 hours. Yeah. That was a. I see why Isaac won in the sport line. If he goes to everybody's house and talk to them because of who he is and how he gets. When you listen to him, you know that he's passionate about what he's saying, and you know it's real and genuine. So, in East Portland, they lucky it wasn't worse in terms of the lead that he had. Yeah, they lucky.
The signal is directly routed into an office on the 5th floor.
Miss Miller?
I'll try to disable all the security systems. It should give me 10 minutes. Okay.
Miss Miller? Who is Miss Miller? Latanya, you need to come on TikTok, come talk to me quick and fast.
I'm not playing Super Mario right now.
Yeah, man. Come on TikTok, come talk to me fast and quickly. Me need to hear what I talk about now. Miss Miller? Miss Miller? Who Miss Miller? Come over TikTok, Latanya. Come over.
Just hold it in.
I wanted to end the live, but I need to hear this. Oh, Deion Jackson Miller. About us, the people taking Andrew to court. Because of what? Because of the 5 o'clock thing. Because I heard she was really standing on business with the 5 o'clock thing. People there in the line 5 o'clock and then the polling station just lock on them. That is illegal. That is very concerning if that happened. Somebody just sent me something. Hold up. Holla. Candidates have access to the ballot sheet, so what they did is mark the X beside the bill and give it to the voter. The voter hide that ballot in his or her pocket and take it to the polling station. So when the officers give him or her a ballot, as soon as he goes in behind the curtain, he puts the ballot in his pocket and replaces it with the marked one from candidate. That's the one he placed into the box. Whoa! Somebody just sent me something. So what this person is positing is that the people that they said had ink on their finger before they went to the polling station, allegedly, it's one of the biggest allegations I've heard for this election. So allegedly, people got the piece of paper that you actually vote on, had it in their pockets going into the polling station. When they went behind the thing to vote, whatever that thing was, curtain, whatever, they would take out the one that's already marked and replace it and put the one that's not marked in their pockets. I don't know how that works because there's a number on the ballot. Unless the person that's working in that station is a part of the plot. Again, this is all alleged. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right, man. I'm gonna leave it right there. That's something else to think about. But salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I'm out. Peace. Salute, Latanya.